Alright, so let's play another game of Airborne Commander. This time we're playing with the mission deck in numerical order. We haven't shuffled it. According to the rules book, you should, for the first few games, arrange a mission deck in numerical order. Once you are familiar with the game, you may shuffle the mission deck to produce a more unpredictable experience. So I would interpret that as that if you shuffle it, it will get harder, but I'm not sure I agree, because every time I shuffle it I win quite easily, and looking back at those games when I didn't shuffle it, I think it's harder because they are arranged in a specific way that kinda it's hard. Many objectives, 2 objectives will come on turn 5 and 6, and like General Akbar would say, or Admiral Akbar, it's a trap, because if you start trying to take those objectives you will lose too many men and you will lose the game. So let's try it. We'll start up by filling up the battleground. As you can see, we got a blockhouse, 2 infantry, a tank. It's not very good, because I have the chance of getting 3 disorganized cards with these 5 cards now in the beginning. So I just got 1, I'm happy about that. But we have the mortar here with 3 in attack, and I have no man who can engage him without dying. So I'm gonna have to sacrifice 1 man. I will send my 2 other men, and they will, I'm very lucky because they will survive. Yeah, and now I'm gonna use him to recruit. So he's dead, he's killed by the mortar. The tank engaged the private, but he will survive, and the infantry engages my corporal, and he's also surviving. The static defense will stay, and then I have this man to recruit with 2 points, and I will recruit the Pred First Class who has anti-tank ability. Alright, second turn, and here we go. Objectives. 1 will go to the recon area, because there will be maximum 1 objective or terrain on the battleground at one time. But static defense. But as you can see, it's way too early for me to must assign 2 allied units to capture. So that means to be able to win that objective, I would have to engage the blockhouse, the infantry, the static defense, and 2 men here. I would have to have 5 men. And what are the chances that I will not draw disorganized there? Not very big, I can tell you. So I'm getting rid of the AT gun. I never really found that useful. And I'll draw 5 more cards. You see, 2 disorganized. It's impossible for me to win that objective. Let's see. I'll go with him there. And I'll save my private for next turn. So he's engaging my private, but it doesn't kill him. Static defense goes there, and the objective is lost. I have 2 + 2 recruitment points, and I will get these men. And he's saved on my hand. Alright, next round. Tank, terrain, and yeah, let's not forget the recon area. So the terrain will give me -1 reinforcements, and the objective will give 1+ small arms attack this turn for access. Not very good for me. And I need 5 cards, so I need to shuffle my deck. Pretty decent hand, I would say. Let's see. I'm gonna send him there, and he's gonna die, but he is gonna kill that vehicle. And I'm gonna save them for next round. So he's killed. because he has 2 anti-tank and he only has 1 health, but he has 2 attacks and this guy has 2 defense, but this one gives 1 small arms attack for all Axis units. It will give everyone, even the tanks, it will give, because this crosshair sign means small arms attack. So first I thought that one would only give the Axis infantry, but after reading the rules more and checking forums, I realized that it will give every Axis unit 1+ attack. So goes, let's see, no, I win him, so let's put him here. 1 point, but my first class is killed. And I'll lose another objective, which is a shame. That's 2 objectives lost. I have 3 2+1 recruitment points, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the Browning. And I'll save these 2 on my hand. Okay, another static defense. I'm gonna have to start engaging them soon. Terrain. Defending units are considered armored. Not nice, because this one has a high attack, 4, so I'm going to have to sacrifice someone on him not to get a disorganized card. I have 3 static defenses. If I get a stack of 4, I'm losing the game. Let's fill up the drop zone. Drawing 5 new cards. So I get 2 disorganized. Some recruit cards, that's good. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice this private. The private is killed by the flak gun. And the terrain goes away and the static defenses stack. I'm saving these 2 guys on my hand, and with these guys I have 4+2 recruitment points. That's a shame, because there's no 2 points, there's just 5, 4, 3 and 3, so I can just get 1 of them. Alright, I'm getting the officer. Alright, filling up the battleground. And you can see it doesn't let up. It doesn't let up. I think I'm in a little bit of trouble. Another Jeep. I want to get the Jeeps. They're really good. And I need 5 more cards. Let's not forget the disorganized. But I haven't gotten any disorganized yet. That's nice. You need to get all of the 10 disorganized cards to get scattered and lose the game. And 4 static defenses to be captured. Alright, just 1 disorganized. No recruitment. That's not good. Okay, so I'm suppressing him, the mortar. I'm engaging him, and he won't be able to kill me. And now the question is, should I suppress him, or should I use him to recruit and sacrifice a man? I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna suppress him, and I'll save this card for my next hand. So he's suppressed by the private. He engages my other private, but he doesn't manage to kill him. And the machine gunner is suppressed by my sergeant. And I am not going to recruit because I don't have enough points. So next round, more infantry, more terrain, all units 1+ defense. I like that terrain because it also gives my units defense. Okay, this is a tough call, but I'm gonna have to take these guys away because I really want the jeeps. They are really great. And I need 5 more cards. Oops. Sorry, took one too many. Alright, so it's starting to look a little bit better, but I'm still gonna have to sacrifice 1 man to engage the tank. So he's engaging the private, he's engaging the tank, and I'm saving these guys to recruit, and these I will save on my hand. So the private engages the infantry, none of them die. The Stug kills my private, and the terrain goes away. With these guys I had 3 and 5 points. So I'll get the howitzer, and I'll get the jeep. And I'll save these guys on my hand. Okay, I'm starting to get a good hand now, a good deck, and I'm hoping that I will be able to score some more points now. And I need 5 cards, so I need to shuffle my deck. We're facing, this is one right, yeah. We're facing 2 infantry now and a static defense, a roadblock. In the static defense pile, I have a blockhouse and 2 roadblocks, so if I don't engage one of the roadblocks or one of the static defenses, I'm going to lose because I'm going to be captured. So I'm going to have to do something about the static defenses, but I have already this guy who can suppress 2 of them, so I'm pretty much in the clear. Alright, I was hoping for some more recruitment points, but that's fine. I could get rid of him. Yeah, that's what I'm using him, the lieutenant, to discard a disorganized card and draw a new card, and I got the howitzer. That's nice. Alright, so I'm using the howitzer in the support zone, and he's suppressing all of these 3 guys because he has free suppression. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna do for this turn, I think. I'm using the Browning as well to suppress the 2 roadblocks here. So these 3 are suppressed by my howitzer, and these 2 roadblocks are suppressed by my Browning. And I have these cards in my hand, which gives me 3 recruitment points, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the last jeep there, and I'll save these 2 guys on my hand. Alright, terrain, infantry reinforcements only this turn. And an objective, okay. 2+ small arms attacks, wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to sacrifice some men. Getting rid of him. Okay, it's 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what I get. Oof. So I get some disorganized cards. I'm gonna go ahead and use my jeep, which will give me 2 more cards, and there's just 1 in the pile. So I'm gonna shuffle the deck to get 1 more. The jeep is so good. It's really good. So 2 more cards. Maybe I'll get another jeep. Nope, I didn't, but I'm happy anyway. So he's used up. Let's see. There's a lot of cards in my hand now. So I'm using the private first class to suppress the machine gunner. And then I'm gonna go ahead and capture the objective with my private. And these cards I'm saving. So he's suppressed. Oh, I have to engage the blockhouse in order to capture the objective. So I'm engaging the blockhouse with the private. So the private first class will suppress the machine gunner. The private Sheens, the paratrooper, is killed by the blockhouse because he has 2 defense and the blockhouse has 3 attack plus 2 small arms attacks. So he has 5 attack. The objective is captured by my private paratrooper, and that's my first objective, 3 victory points. And the terrain, it's important not to forget, infantry reinforcements only this turn, meaning I can only get this man with the infantry icon. The one with the glider icon, I can't get them. So I'm not gonna waste my recruitment guys, I'm gonna save them for the next turn. Alright, static defense, Granatwerfer, another objective, -2 reinforcement totals this turn. Let's see. I like to get the bazooka as early as you can because he has 3 anti-tank points. And there's quite many armored cars and tanks with 2 health, so he can easily give you 1 victory point. I think there's 2 of them totally, 2 or perhaps 3. So I'm drawing 5 new cards. And again I get the Jeep, which is totally imbalanced. It's too powerful if you ask me. I'm just gonna shuffle it like that. 2 new cards, okay, good. So you can see I have very many options for this game. I'm suppressing, let's see, don't I have a Browning? Yeah, I have a Browning. I'm using the Browning to suppress the static defense and the mortar. And I'm going to sacrifice a man. I'm sacrificing my private against the tank. And let's see. And I'm capturing the objective with my corporal. So these 2 are suppressed by my excellent Browning. This tank unfortunately kills my private. And the corporal captures my second objective, so I have 5 victory points now. And I'm not going to go ahead and recruit because remember, this is easy to forget, but the terrain says, or the objective says, -2 reinforcement total this turn. I guess you could argue that since I have captured it, it wouldn't apply, but because the game is quite easy, I tend to lend toward not rules, which will make it easier. So I will interpret it as it's the whole round, as the card says, because the rule book doesn't say anything else about it. Alright, so these guys, I will save them on my hand. Next turn is going to be quite easy, I hope. Terrain, defending units are considered armor, so that goes for him and goes for him. So I need AT to kill them. And a blockhouse. Fill up this. Oh, this is hard. I don't want to get rid of the bazooka, but this guy is better than the bazooka, and I have enough points for it. One other howitzer and a Browning. Alright. So I'm gonna draw 5 new cards. There's just 4, so I'm gonna have to shuffle. That's good. Oh, there we go. So 5 new cards, and yeah, we get the Jeep. Let's use it to draw 2 new cards, and we get another Jeep. I'm not gonna use that because there's just 1 card left in the deck. But the Jeep can also be used for recruiting. It has 2 recruitment points, so it's really an excellent card, one of the best. Alright. So defending units are considered armor. So they have 1 and 2 in attack, so we're just gonna have to counter them. Let's see. I'm using my corporal and my private first class to counter them. They have the same amount of health as they have in attack, so they are engaged but not successful in destroying my men. The terrain goes away, defending units are considered armor, and the static defense stays. Okay, now I have so much recruitment points. Okay, 5. And 6. So this one will give 2 plus 2, and this one has 3, so the 2 turns into a 5, and this has 2 plus 2, 2, so it will turn into a 6. So I will get, for first time ever, I will get the P47 Thunderbolt, 5 recruitment points, and I will get the howitzer gun, also 5. My neighbor's dog doesn't seem happy. Alright, let's fill up the battleground again. Oh, an objective, another objective goes into the recon area. Infantry and a tank. We fill up the drop zone. Alright, and we need 5 new cars, but there's just one there, so I'm gonna have to shuffle my deck. And I have a jeep in my hand, so I'm gonna get 2 more cards. Too disorganized. Well, I got 2 jeeps, so I'm using the first jeep and getting 2 more cards. Another disorganized. That's not nice. Well, I'll use the second jeep as well and get 2 more cards. Alright. -1 reinforcements this turn on the objective, so I'm not going to recruit. I'm going to have to sacrifice 2 men if I want to take that objective. I'm not sure I will do that. Because the men I have are quite good. Well, what do I have to lose? I'm gonna blow the blockhouse to bits with my P47 Thunderbolt. He is unfortunately gonna die, which is very sad. And I'm sacrificing my private. I'm suppressing the infantry. And I'm capturing the objective. Saving these on my hand. Okay, so he's suppressed. The infantry is suppressed by my sergeant. The tank kills my corporal. And I do manage to kill the blockhouse, giving me 1+ victory points. I have 6 victory points now, but he dies in the process. Not sure how a blockhouse kills a P47, but some way it does it. And I managed to capture my third objective, so that's 8 victory points. Only 4 left to get the instant Medal of Honor win. Alright, so recon area goes to the battleground first. We got a terrain card, an infantry, another terrain card which goes into the recon pile, and another blockhouse. I'll remove these plants. Oh, a third jeep. Okay, I need 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. So I need to shuffle my deck yet again. Yeah, so the terrain gives me -1 reinforcement for all these turns, so that's not nice. I want to recruit. but next turn it will be infantry reinforcements only, so I won't be able to get the powerful good stuff. So we'll see what I do. Ooh. Sacrificing my private first class and gonna go ahead and sacrifice my second lieutenant as well to be able to capture this objective. And I'm capturing the objective with a howitzer. Okay, so the blockhouse is gone, but it kills my private first class. The infantry is gone, but it kills my lieutenant. Man, this is getting big. The howitzer manages to capture the objective. So that's 10 victory points. I only need 2 more victory points to win. The terrain goes away, and remember 1 minus in total reinforcements this turn. So if I wanted to recruit, I would only have 1 and 4 points. And that's sad. I will wait until next turn. I will save this card on my hand. Okay, so the recon area terrain goes there. And we'll get another objective, draw additional axis card. Infantry, and we have to draw 1 more card. Terrain goes into the recon area, because remember we can only have 1 terrain. And a tank, and I think I will win now. Hopefully. Let's see what I get on my hand. 5 new cards, 2 disorganized. But I will use the Jeep to get 2 more cards. And I got a Browning. And I think that's enough to win already. I think. Yeah. The Browning suppresses the 2 infantry. Or why I could use the howitzer, it's more badass. The howitzer will suppress the infantry. My Browning will go against the tank to oppose him, and I will send my brave captain to go against the objective. Alright, so the Browning goes against the tank. The tank doesn't manage to kill him because the tank has equal attack points to his defense points. The howitzer suppresses these 2 lads. And the captain captures the last objective. So that's it, I won. Let's see how many points I got, just to make sure. So the objectives gives 2 victory points each, and I have 5, so that's 10 victory points, and the armored units gives 1 point each, so that's 12. So that's a Medal of Honor instant win. I have to be honest, I think I prefer this way to play it. It feels more balanced, and I mean, I have usually won by now when I have randomized the deck. And this way, I mean, I can see that the next card I will draw will be number 47. So this way I can make a note of that and try to win earlier next time. Instead of just trying to get higher and higher victory points. But yeah, I mean, if you look at my hand, to be honest, I think I didn't do super good because I do have the 3 disorganized cards left. And I only have, let's see, 5. I only have 8 men alive. And look at my casualties. I mean, man. And they're just not privates. We have the P-47 here. We have the lieutenant here. So, I mean, I lost quite a lot of men. And I think I was a little bit lucky. I was a little bit sad that I didn't get my favorite units. And my favorite units are the French Resistance. They're very good. They will bring 1 of the mission card to the bottom of the mission card deck, removing them from the battleground, and the medic. The medic will save any infantry unit that will die. Alright, so that's the game. Playing in numerical order. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you saw me do any error, please comment. If you wanna ask a question about the rules or a strategy, just send me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.